give you a call as soon as I return.
Hello, Dre. This is Patricia. My husband's out of town, and I was wondering, do you make house calls?
Riding in my car alone, not doing anything. Stopped the answering service because I knew my phone would ring. Heard it ring once, so I picked it up and said hello. It's Dr. Dre, baby, not your average gigolo. Cause I make house calls. It's Dr. Dre, the maniac. House calls, the human aphrodisiac. I love those house calls. To the girls that's all alone. House calls, when your husband's not at home.
Do you make house calls?
Two, I said I'd show around 3. Her husband's out of town and she would like some surgery. Stopped at the store so I could get a little wine, but all they had was Thunderbird 1979. So I left the store, got in my car, drove to her house and then knocked on the door and heard this sexy voice that said come in. Open the door to see what I got from this house call. Tall, dark, and lovely, 5'8" in a camisole. Cause I make house calls. It's Dr. Dre, the maniac. House calls, the human aphrodisiac. I love those house calls. To the girls that's all alone. House calls, when your husband's not at home. Girls that's all alone. House calls when your husband's not at home.
Do you make house calls?
My name is Dr. Dre, 6 feet tall with wavy hair. The one that comes around when your man just doesn't care. So if you're feeling sexy late at night and you're all alone, just think about your doctor. Pick up your telephone, cause I make house calls. It's Dr. Dre, the maniac. House calls, the human aphrodisiac. I love those house calls. To the girls that's all alone. House calls when your husband's not at home. House calls, it's Dr. Dre, the maniac. House calls, the human aphrodisiac. I love those house calls. To the girls that's all alone. House calls when your husband's not at home.
Hello, this is Dr. Dre. I'm not in right now, but if you leave your name and number at the sound of the beep, I'll be sure to give you a call as soon as I return.
Dre, this is Renee. Do you take American Express? Dre, this is Alicia. You know what the move is.
Yo, Doc, Palto, Gucci Gucci Freak, bring your trunk. Yo, Doc, it's me again. About those trunks, forget them. Yo, Dre, man, what's up, Kathy back in town?
Dre, I think we were noticed on us.
Say, fool, you left your driver's license over here last night. Now I'm gonna have to whoop your ass.